Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we we break down one of their records. We get into the music, the lyrics, how it was made, and everything in between. My name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. All the social media is at Asinine Radio. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. Tell all your friends. And we are in the middle of Battle of the Boy Bands. We did Backstreet Boys last week, NSYNC this week. We got a surprise one next week. So we're doing. What are we doing this week, Jeff? Go.
We're doing NSYNCs.
NSYNC. No strings attached. No strings.
Oh yeah,
attached.
no strings attached. I was focusing so much more on my mispronunciation of NSYNCs. NSYNC.
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 There you go. You got it. You got it for once. You got
NSYNC.
NSYNC. Yeah, no strings attached.
Dumb
This is their
name.
third record from 2000. The only lineup of this band, and this one of the biggest selling records of all time. At the time too, is the best selling record of the year 2000. It really is though. Not as big as Millennium, but it's close. Damn close. So let's get into our origin story with the NSYNC, and then let's go from there. What do you got? Origin story. Go.
So like by this time I was already a massive boy band head, and after the Backstreet Boys fiasco at the warehouse with my dad, I picked up this one in some capacity. And I remember specifically listening to this while I was on vacation with like my mom, my sister at the time, and
like
my stepdad. And I had the Sony Walkman, and on the Sony Walkman I had this really fucking cool Wet Willie sticker from World Industries. Remember the Wet Willie and the Flame Boy people, the guys? I was listening to it, and when you get lost in a song, you get lost. And I remember probably singing pretty good because I'm a good singer, and tearing up my heart the whole song, laying on this hotel room bed. And then after the song was over, realizing that my stepdad was there, pretty much just like being tortured the entire time while I was singing. I took the earphones out. Well, it wasn't earbuds. It was like a headphone. The shitty headphones.
Yeah.
Had like the little plastic piece on top. Yeah, it was one of those.
Those were the worst.
I took them off, and like, good guy, man. All he did was like, that was good. Cool. Yeah. I can only imagine what he was thinking, but yeah, that's all he said was that was.
Oh, he probably wanted to laugh so hard.
That was good. He didn't laugh. He didn't crack a smile. Just said that was good. And then I think he went. I think we're at a casino, so he's probably like, I don't know, man. Because if I was Toasty, like my kids were doing that, I would have thrown something at him. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. You are garbage.
Your stepdad's very nice, though.
Very nice.
So
much nicer than I would be in any dimension. Ugh.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I don't remember like where I heard NSYNC or why I heard NSYNC. It was just
NSYNC?
They were there. I said it quick the time.
No, you did not. You said NSYNC. It's NSYNC. Yeah, you did.
I think it sounds the same. That's all right though.
It doesn't. But continue the bad joke. What do you?
I don't know how they. I don't know why I bought the CD. Like it just had to have been like, hey, here's the new Backstreet Boys. Check them out. And I was like, okay. I did.
Oh my God.
What's weird too, like I never got into 98 Degrees. I just never did. I just thought they were too fucking
terrible.
They're too like adult contemporary type music. It's just too you're bad. Mm-hmm. But I like Five. I like Five a lot. And so I got the 5 CD. I had Oops, I Did It Again. I had that CD. And I think that was never got into LFO, never got like any of the towns, right?
The O-Towns, yeah.
The O-Towns, the Crazy Towns, the Chinatowns, all the towns, never got into them. Never cared.
Yeah. Okay, all right. It's funny because, I mean, the NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, all that stuff, I got into because, my sister, she's 3 years younger than me, so she was very much into this stuff. She got the first NSYNC record. That was my origin story, was her getting it, and me being the cool older brother listening to like the Offspring and Blink and that kind of shit, Green Day. I thought that was bullshit. That was so stupid, but secretly really liking the music because I know all those songs. And then No Strings Attached came out. She had the CD as well, and it was one of those things where whenever because we used to go on a lot of road trips when I was growing up, and it was always a rule where we each get one CD we get to listen to. Like myself, my sister, and then my mom. We all got a CD, and then my sister Brooke always put on a boy band. And so yeah, it was always NSYNC. That was her favorite boy band, was NSYNC. She saw them perform live when she was a kid, so she got to see them. That was cool. She saw Britney Spears in her prime as well, Christina Aguilera.
That's pretty big time right there, though.
Yeah, she saw all of them back then. And she was like, I mean, she's 3 years younger than me, so she was 9-10 years old when she saw these boy bands play. But
you know what's weird is I don't remember ever seeing her at high school.
Yeah, she was. Yeah,
I mean, she went there 2 years when we were there, right? She's 3 years younger.
Yeah, she was a freshman when we were juniors. Yeah, but she was like, she did not hang out with our group of friends at all. She was a cheerleader.
Was big too.
Yeah, it was big, and she was a cheerleader. She did all that kind of stuff, and we were never in that.
We were a bunch of fucking scene. Losers.
We were drama kids, punkers, burnouts. Hanging out with those kids, you know what I mean?
We kind of like basically were like if you pegged us into like a hole, we were kind of like the stoner burnouts, but we just never were stoner burnouts.
We never drank, never did any of that. But we hung out with that group, weirdly enough. But whatever. NSYNC. So let's get into No Strings Attached. Their third record from 2000. From 2000. Yeah, Battle of the Boy Bands. We thought it would be fun, and it has been fun, honestly, for the most part. Doing Backstreet Boys last week.
It's not going to be fun after this. You better wait, kid.
I cannot believe you think Backstreet Boys is better. Maybe like a couple songs from Backstreet Boys, but overall, NSYNC are way fucking better. Way better. I think as singers they're better. As songwriters they're better. The people that they had write the songs for them are better songwriters. I mean, Max Martin.
Hold on, dude. Max Martin, like the same guys write fucking the songs. So
not really on this record. On the first record,
Mitt Romney.
I said Rami Yakubi, whatever his name is.
Pretty sure you said Mitt Romney.
I did not say Mitt Romney. I said Max Martin, and then I said Rami, and then you interrupted me.
I think you said Mitt Romney.
I did not say Mitt Romney. Well, yeah, Mitt Romney co-wrote some of these songs as well.
That would be amazing.
I'd be fucking surprised.
I'd vote for him.
You'd vote for him if he wrote some of these songs.
Yeah. Depending on the song, I guess. You're right. Depending on the song.
But anyway.
Some of these songs suck.
I don't have any stinkers. Yeah. Let's start with that. Do you have any stinkers?
I don't have any stinkers, but like there are songs here that are for sure like okay songs, and there are songs on here that are like, okay, this could have been a banger if it was just better in like one or two different ways. Mm-hmm. But damn, dude, after I have 4 bangers. After Space Cowboy, I have 1 banger.
Wow. All right. Wow. So I have no stinkers on here. I have 7 bangers.
Baby boy.
And I have 3 like really good filler songs. 3 really good fillers. But yeah, 7 bangers. I think this record's awesome. I mean, outside of 2 songs, I mean, the songs are fucking. It's a really fun listen through. It's not super long. It's about 45 minutes long. The record. What are you frowning about?
I don't. We're talking about NSYNC, right?
Yeah, and the NSYNC, No Strings Attached.
Yes. I don't know what fucking your obsession with like NSYNC just doesn't make any.
Because there's so much. They're just so much better.
Not.
They're so much better,
and they're not.
Like their voices are also they're a lot more unique than the Backstreet Boys.
First of all, dude, hold on there, dude, because just like Backstreet Boys, we're only hearing 2 of these guys most of the time. So
for the most part,
like, it's just like JC and JT.
I know.
Just like in the Backstreet Boys, we only got 2 guys. So to say they're vastly different,
but also
really.
you can tell JT and JC's vocals way. You could pick that out of the crowd way easier than you can Brian and Nick. Come on.
That's because JT
or AJ
whiny
too.
At this time, I mean, JT has always been kind of whiny in his vocal approach. He's like, it's very, very whiny. At least JC has a little bit more like swagger, a little bit better like R&B thing to him. But like the only thing NSYNC has over the Backstreet Boys, the only thing they have over the Backstreet Boys,
the videos for sure.
1 video for sure.
2 videos. Come on.
One video for sure. You're right. The Backstreet Boys videos kind of suck, but
they're like really bad.
1 video for sure, but also just like NSYNC tried. They actually did try. Yeah, Backstreet Boys were just like, hey, I'm just going to give you money. Just shut the fuck up and be a boy band. Okay. Mm-hmm. Like that's Backstreet Boys. NSYNC is strictly like, hey, I'm going to give you money. Shut the fuck up and be a boy band. Okay. But can I do this? Like that's like NSYNC.
Yeah.
So I give him that. I give him that. There's a lot more things going on with NSYNC than Backstreet Boys ever tried to do. But it's still not very good. It's still not great. It's just That's not NSYNC's
totally
fault.
wrong.
That's by design of like boy band and pop music in general.
So also a little off top, actually very off topic here. Right now, if you hear a lot of noise, it's because somebody is in the kitchen doing dishes. So there's plates and pots and pans and cups being crashed around in the kitchen. So
Are you mad that someone's doing chores?
no, I'm not mad at them, but I mean, it could be a
Sounds like
better
you're a
time
little
to do
mad.
it. Could be a better time to do it.
No better time than now.
Fuck, what was I gonna say? God
You're
damn
going
it!
to say that you're right, Jeff. Backstreet Boys are
I
a
was
better
not gonna
group
say
than
that.
NSYNC.
I know because they're not, because they're Backstreet Boys are strictly business through and through, which is totally fine. It's totally cool. I really respect that because they're like a fucking machine. Like we talked about last week, the amount of shows that they play every fucking year is insane, and big shows, big productions. It's a lot of work, and consistently putting out records for most of their career. It's honestly very impressive, even though they don't write any, or pretty much they don't really write any of it. But even still, they're still part of the process. But NSYNC did a lot in a very, very short amount of time, and they did it honestly better than Backstreet Boys. Really, the only songs that you could compare to NSYNC and maybe say they're better are Larger Than Life and I Want It That Way. That's really it.
Well, I will say
That's
that
really
like,
it.
like Larger Than Life and I Want It That Way just because they came out before. Like
Who cares,
you
though?
don't it does mean something though. It does mean something. They set the bar so fucking high that it's unobtainium. There's no way anybody's ever going to
Unobtainium?
surpass that. Unobtainium. Even pop, it's going to be me. These songs are so fucking good, but like, damn, I was already kind of spoiled with this one, and like, you just don't get better than that. And so it's an unfortunate series of events, and to think that like NSYNC will ever surpass Backstreet Boys on like any level. I mean, like I don't even know how to even approach this because like on a worldwide market, no contest, no fucking contest. So on an American market, at least their NSYNC was created to not compete, but to be like supplemental to Backstreet Boys. Like, hey, Backstreet Boys is so successful, let's do it again, but let's do it a little different. But like at a worldwide market, fucking no competition, no comparison whatsoever. The worldwide market has objectively liked the Backstreet Boys exponentially more than NSYNC.
But that's
on an
only,
American market.
Yeah, but that's only because they were first by like 9 months, a year. That's really it. That's the only reason why.
But you look at like tours even, right? Like let's take Japan, right? Where Backstreet Boys had stupid success in Japan. NSYNC, nah.
That's
successful
true too.
for sure.
That's true too.
Nah. But like even like Europe, like Backstreet Boys are touring Europe, and like, dude, pennies are dropping. Guys are just going crazy.
But also, I think what it comes down to, Backstreet Boys is very, very cookie cutter. It's way more cookie cutter than NSYNC.
That's pop, dude. That's
I know,
pop,
no, it
man.
is, and I think that's why they had more success in different markets than NSYNC had at that time. I really think that's what it comes down to, because I mean, obviously NSYNC is straightforward Max Martin, Swedish pop music. That's what that is. But once you get No Strings Attached, he only does, I think, one song on this whole record. The rest are other songwriters, and they kind of vary in genres and things like that. And then once you get to Celebrity, you have the Neptunes coming in. You have like all these different people coming in that don't really have much to do with the whole Swedish pop sensation thing that contributed to Backstreet Boys' success. So,
That's
I mean, correct. I think it just comes down.
Good songs though.
They are these songs but they are the ones on No Strings Attached are really, really like, good songs.
Cookie cutter pop songs, we shit on those all the time because like, yeah, that was a good song, but like,
that's Backstreet Boys.
It's a fucking yeah, absolutely. But it's like NSYNC, they try to be better songwriters. They try to have a hand in production. They're doing things on their own, but like the songs still aren't very good. They're just not.
That's just stupid.
And like Celebrity's a perfect example. Outside of like 3 songs, I guarantee if I dropped a song title and said, "Hey, how does this one go?" You have no fucking idea. No
but also
idea.
But you could say the same thing about any Backstreet Boys record or 98 Degrees or
you can't
Together or whoever.
The Backstreet Boys, because the Backstreet Boys are cookie cuttered. Every one of their fucking songs sounds exactly the same.
That's my point.
But just because you're doing something different does not make you better. Just because you
It
are doing
doesn't.
something different does not make you better.
It doesn't.
And
But in this case,
you're going to do if you're going to do something different and you're going to try your hand at like production and songwriting, then it better be good. Otherwise, I'm just going to listen to generic pop songs. Because you're generic pop song, because you're hiring 14 producers and 14 songwriters. I don't care if your song sucks. I don't care if you wrote one verse to a 14-minute song. I don't give a shit. If it's not good, it's not good. NSYNC is just not good. They are not as good as Backstreet Boys in every facet.
I think you're
except for
completely wrong.
videos. Except for videos.
They also, I mean, just also like I said, going back to like the way their vocals too. They have more like their vocals are way more unique than anything the Backstreet Boys does.
More unique.
They really are. We even talked about it.
The fuck out of here.
JT and JC already they themselves have very unique voices that it's hard with Backstreet Boys. It's harder to tell the difference between Brian and
adolescent white boys from like the southeast United States.
There we go. Thumbs up.
That's it. That's all. That's both of them. It's literally both of these groups.
But
adolescent
NSYNC,
white boys from the
NSYNC
southeast United States.
NSYNC still have that advantage over the Backstreet Boys. They're weirder sounding than Nick, AJ, and Brian are in Backstreet Boys. The three lead singers in that group. They really are. They really are. But anyway, let's get into the bangers. Let's have some fun here. Because let's try to have some fun. Because you're pretending like you're not having fun for whatever reason.
Because none of this is.
This is a great pop record. This is a great fucking pop record.
It's insane. It's insane that anybody would think this is better than Backstreet Boys. The NSYNC is better than
Backstreet. No way, dude. No, get the fuck out of here. Let's move on. What's your biggest banger? Biggest banger. BB. What do you got?
You're giving me a headache right now.
Headache.
All right. I'm getting a headache.
What do you got?
Biggest B, and that this better not be a fucking point of contention at all. I need some intervention. But it's going to be me. It's going to be me as the biggest banger from this record. That's a fact.
It's not, but it's my 2B.
Here we go.
It's my 2B.
What's your 1B? Bye, bye, bye.
Oh yeah.
Bye, bye.
It's true. It's a
bye,
better
bye,
song.
It's not.
It's
a better song,
it's
though. It's not
barely
a better
better.
Song.
Barely better. But
it's going to be me. Is actually like this is them being better. This is them writing a better song. Bye 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 is a little bit too cookie cutter. It's a little bit too Backstreet Boys. Bye 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 is my 4B.
See, no, I think it's the opposite. I think it's going to be me is more cookie cutter and closer to Backstreet Boys.
No, it's going to be me slows down. It gets aggressive. It gets harder. It's going to be more aggressive than anything the Backstreet Boys had done up to this point.
No,
Bye 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 is not.
I think Bye 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 is a more aggressive song. It's a more in your face song than
Bye Bye Bye. What are you talking about?
It is.
It's gotta be made. Like they're the guttural. They're getting like deep into the fucking diaphragm and.
But also the whole just the Bye 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 when they're all singing Bye Bye Bye.
Bye 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 Bye. Like that's more aggressive. Like to you, that's like bye,
well, not the
that's
high
more
part,
aggressive to you.
but the actual Bye 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 part, like the first Bye Bye Bye. Not
the
bye
bye bye, like that's the bye bye bye.
And they're stomping like in the video. They're all stomping and shit.
All that's aggressive to you.
More than
so stomping. I can just stomp. I can just stomp.
You can just.
But
stomp.
It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me.
Just one line. One line.
That one line is more aggressive than all the bye bye bye. Yes, it is. What are you talking about?
That's just silly boy talk. That's just silly boy talk.
That's an objective fact. That is more
it's a good
aggressive.
part.
He's getting deeper.
But who cares if it's aggressive? I don't give a fuck if it's aggressive. Well, this is a pop song. Who cares?
That's what I'm saying. I'm just that's one facet of this diamond. That's why this. That's one part. That's one part as to why this is the best song on this album. But there's other parts too. But you should like this. All that fucking like organ, all that harpsichord, all that the harpsichord sound. That's really aggressive too. It's like, why is that so fucking loud? The organ, why is the organ so fucking loud here?
It is.
Dude,
it's
like
great.
Everything about the song is just so fucking loud. Everything's so aggressive. Everything's so over the top. It's like, how do we beat the Backstreet Boys? By being more extreme.
It's a great song. I do love this song a lot. And this is one of, so there are very few songs where JT and JC do not sing lead vocals. This is one of them. They share lead vocals with Chris Kirkpatrick. He does have some lead vocals on here, which is pretty cool too. I do like that, sharing some of the spotlight. Come on, dude, just have some fun. Have some fun, man. Have some fun.
It's just funny because like in the Backstreet Boys episode, you didn't give a shit when any other member of the band sang, but all of a sudden now Chris Kirkpatrick, who got his ass kicked by the Little Biscuit backers, now all of a sudden it's a big deal. But like when the Backstreet Boys,
I think it's a big
backup
deal.
singers had Who cares?
I think
Who
it's a big deal
cares?
because JT and JC are just have these like these huge personas. They're so unique in their own vocal stylings, and to share that kind of lead vocal with somebody who's a good, obviously a good singer, but in the end of it all, he's pretty generic, which is cool. It's like I think it's really really neat. And Backstreet Boys were doing that. I mean, they all had their own lead vocal part. Obviously, Howie had the least amount, but because he's fucking plain old people of the plain old peoples.
Dude,
But
all 10 of these guys are plain old people.
no, JT and JC are not plain old people.
JC is plain old people as they fucking come. Are you kidding me right now?
Plain old people. He is not.
The only reason why you think JT is not plain old people is because he did something great afterwards. And dude, Justin Timberlake is not a great singer. He's good singer.
He's good, yeah.
And he's a phenomenal dancer. Now I know you're lying through your teeth. He's a phenomenal dancer.
He's fine.
Now I know you're lying through your teeth. He's a phenomenal dancer. He's a good entertainer, but he's not a great singer. Yes. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like you hear,
but he's unique.
You hear him like sing.
He's unique.
He's not unique.
JT, like 100%.
He's a bootleg fucking Michael Jackson. That's all he is a bootleg Michael Jackson. Just singing a very very high pitch. He's almost like Prince. Like yeah.
But not as annoying as Prince.
Bootleg Michael Jackson and fucking Prince, dude. JT's not a great singer in any way, shape, or form.
He's
a great entertainer.
He's good.
Though.
Absolute great. Yeah, absolutely great entertainer. One time, myself and friend of the pod Annie, we were seeing it. We went to a show at the Troubadour in Hollywood, in West Hollywood, and we were walking down the street at night, and JC walked right by us. He walked right by us, and we were so starstruck we didn't even say anything. So, good story, right? Good story.
What would you say?
I know that was the thing. Like, he walked by us, and we couldn't believe that JC just walked by us.
Hey, you JC Chazé. Like, yeah, do you ever feel like you're always in the shadow of the Backstreet Boys? Like, that's probably what I would say.
We were seeing Dustin Kensrue from Thrice at the Troubadour that night as well. Yeah, when he was doing the solo gigs back then.
Yeah, talk about mediocre like acoustic music. Ugh.
Okay, yeah, you're kind of right. Anyway, yeah, it's gonna be me. This really is a great song. In the bridge too, that build up where they all start, it does that like acapella kind of build up where they all come in.
And the drop,
silence,
it's gotta be me.
Exactly. But that rising action, it's perfect. And I don't know if you remember this, but I do have a recording of it. But back in the days when we were doing 3 Bub Spit Game,
yes, we all did it.
It
was solid. I think it was solid.
No, it actually was very good. And when it happened, it was myself, Jeff, and then our friend Ryan, who also did the podcast with us. We all did it together, or not together, but we did it one after the other. It was really good. And then it was dead silent because we all kind of realized, wow, that was really good. Like we couldn't believe how good we sounded. We were shocked. We were absolutely shocked.
You still have the recording?
Yeah, I have it. Yeah, it's on whatever 3 Bubs episode that was. I'd have to go back and search for it, but
because it was really good. And yes, you're right. We were all very surprised at. I think because like at that point, at that part,
well, none of us can sing either.
Well, we took it kind of serious. Like, we all like really tried our best to sound very much like NSYNC, and I guess that's kind of like a knock to NSYNC, is we did it just as good as they did.
Oh my god!
Just minus the production. Damn.
Man, you are stupid. You are stupid. All right, it's gonna be me. Also, the video, it's the iconic video where they're dressed up as like Barbie Ken dolls or whatever, and they're trying to escape the like the toy store and shit like that. It's such a dumb video, but it's iconic.
But it's so cool when they're doing like this thing. You know what I mean? Like all like the pantomiming. Dude, my hand looks fucking weird. Like maybe there's like a minimal lag. I think it's growing instantaneously. Oh, that's so weird.
Well, you're also getting closer to the camera, so
I know, but like I think because the camera's not picking up. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, it's gonna be me. Great song, cool video. This is also one of the videos back in the day. MTV used to have making the video. So it would be like a half-hour documentary on that, and I remember I watched this one a couple times. This is one of the ones where they played constantly because NSYNC was so fucking popular. So I do remember watching this making of many times.
this whole week too, I've just been just going back and realizing just how much like TRL shaped like American music.
Totally.
It's crazy. And then like looking at pictures, looking up at that window where TRL was in New York.
Yeah.
Like that window's not very big. It's not like this. And in my mind, right, as like a kid, like that's like the half of a building, the size of the window. And it's like, no, it's just like a normal like 10-foot fucking window. Like, and just to think that like Carson Daly, your boy Carson Daly, like helped shaped.
I should have painted my nails black this week. Damn, that would have been so good. That would have been so good.
That's why you did it in high school, because of Carson Daly. So
yeah, that's exactly why I did it.
It's crazy to think just how much like TRL impacted like American music, and this rightfully so though. Like TRL was legit, man. That was fucking dope, and it wasn't just about like top 10 countdown for the week, but like TRL did things outside, right? Like NSYNC, yeah. when they dropped I think it was this album too, and they walked across the street to Virgin, right?
Yeah, I think it was this one. Yeah, I think it was NSYNC.
Yeah, it was this one.
Well, they did it with a couple people. They did it with Michael Jackson. They did it with,
but nothing like this, because this one, these guys are fucking nobodies, and they're in the shadow of the Backstreet Boys, and it's like, oh, NSYNC's come out with a new album. Like, who gives a fuck? But they're going through a legal battle.
Shadows of Backstreet Boys. Come on, dude.
You're stupid. Get the fuck out of that.
You gotta get off of that.
Before this album was released, you think they're not in the shadow of the Backstreet Boys before this album came out?
Maybe a little bit, but they had already carved themselves.
Stupid. You're stupid. Millennium drops and everything else is obsolete before this album comes out.
No, it's not. God damn.
Before this album comes out, after Millennium drops, you tell me boy bands are not obsolete until this comes out.
No, they're not obsolete. No way.
When Millennium drops, the entire world says like, "Holy fuck!" Boy bands are gone, because this is it. This is the pinnacle of it. Before this,
I see what you're saying.
Before No Strings comes out, when Millennium drops, the world just thinks like, "Damn, how does it get better than this?" I don't think this is better, but I do think like the world thought that. So like anyway, who cares? Because NSYNC is going on TRL, and they're going through a legal battle, right? With their old management, with their record label. They're not getting paid. We talked about Lou Pearlman last week, and it's just like NSYNC is just like, who cares about NSYNC? Because you're not the Backstreet Boys. Millennium just drops. And so now they're on TRL, and the songs are kind of leaking a little bit. And so they go from TRL and they walk across the street to Virgin Records, and they think like, oh, we're going to do like a release party for the album. And like 10,000 people show up, and Virgin Records like, dude, we can't. No, we're shutting down.
They had to let 100 people in at a time.
They shut down like twice in a day, 2-3 times in a day. Like nobody draws that kind of crowd. And so to like compare them to like Michael Jackson, maybe 10,000 people showed up. And this is not 10,000 people showed up for a band that's not the Backstreet Boys. That's the biggest takeaway for this, right? Because the Backstreet Boys, bro, they're the Backstreet Boys. They already have 2-3 years under their belt, going on world tours, Millennium drops, which fucking the moon, people on the moon listen to that. And NSYNC is drawing a crowd of 10,000 people based off of one record that wasn't the Backstreet Boys. That's incredible.
It's pretty cool.
That's incredible.
It is pretty cool.
Like rabid fans. And like Britney Spears didn't even have that kind of rabid fans. No. She got diehards for sure.
Korn didn't.
Dude, 10,000 people show up for a record release party of a band that's not the Backstreet Boys. That's fucking wild.
Do you remember too, back in the TRL days, how like Times Square would the street was shut down.
It was shut down. Yeah.
Like you could not drive down the street because there were so many people there.
That was the thing. Like, and then you had to shut down Times Square. You're nobody.
I think a lot of it. I mean, obviously, a lot of it was just like done for marketing purposes. But remember, like when a band like NSYNC would come on, they would bring down the curtains over the window so people couldn't see them.
Yeah,
like make it like really dramatic. Like, oh, just the sight of them makes everybody go wild, which it kind of did.
It did.
It made it seem like it did, but the fact that they like had a curtain come down to block the view of the people out on the street, it's like, what a bunch of dickheads. Like seriously.
Dude, what is that? What do you love so much? That's hype, dude.
That's hype, dude.
That's all hype, baby.
Hype, dude.
But then we see like the video. We see the video from Green Day playing at Tower, right? And like how many people fucking showed up for that shit? Like, who the fuck is Green Day at that
was
point?
Like 1996. Yeah.
Who cares?
Insomniac era.
Like stuff is just blowing up. Like TRL like really helped shaped like contemporary kind of like pop music.
Pop music for sure, yeah. For sure. But also remember, the first music video ever retired off MTV was Korn. was Korn's Got the Life. Remember that. Never forget that. And that was because it spent so many weeks at number 1 and on the TRL countdown, top 10 countdown, that they had to retire it because not enough artists were getting recognition on the countdown. Korn did that. Korn did that.
I remember when videos were retired from TRL, like it was a big deal.
Yeah.
And like there was a big like pomp and circumstance around videos getting retired.
And it was after, and it was literally after like 62 or 60 days.
I know, it wasn't like 15 years at all.
But yeah, Korn started that. They started that whole thing. And also what I always thought was so fascinating about the difference between MTV and VH1 here in the States was the kind of music they made and their countdowns. Because you'd watch TRL and it would be filled with NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, all that kind of shit. And then you go to VH1, one channel over, and it would be, Smash Mouth. Like on the top 10 countdown, it would be Smash Mouth, Third Eye Blind. It would just be like all these like more indie rock bands. It was just so weird how both channels, they were playing different types of pop music, but they were still almost as popular as each other. Because I mean, when you go back and look at the more indie rock of the late 90s, that was almost as popular as the boy bands. But how they, it was really
MTV definitely, especially TRL, definitely catered to like the pop sensibility. But unlike VH1, I think like MTV had like Yo MTV Raps, right? Like that was like a hip hop focused TV show.
It was more for kids, honestly, or teenagers.
But like VH1 didn't have like an answer for that.
Yeah, that's true. But I think VH1 was also meant for like people in their 20s, maybe early 30s.
I think,
but MTV was made for teens.
Us now, throw us back then, we would watch VH1 way more than we would have MTV.
Because we're older now. That's what I'm saying. I feel like VH1 was catered towards the people in their 20s and 30s rather than teens, like MTV. MTV was all teens, only teenagers. That's why we like watched every single thing that was on MTV. Like even if we didn't like it, we still watched it because it was MTV.
Yeah, that's true.
It's crazy. We're like brainwashed. We were brainwashed, man.
Well, it was still good though. Like it's still good music.
There was some garbage shit on there though too. There was some garbage shit on there.
I remember watching like TRL and just like this is what we did. I remember calling Taylor Moe when like Intergalactic Beastie Boys album or video would drop on TRL, and I would just call his house and like, hey, Taylor, MT or TRL, go. And just like, I don't know. It's so
I did the same thing. I call my friend Sean and I'd say, are you watching TRL? Are you watching? And then he'd turn it on and we'd watch whatever video was, because we know that a video is world premiere because they would world premiere music videos on TRL. So that's what it was. So I call him and then I said, you have your tape ready, right? Because we would both record the videos.
The best.
Yeah. And so we would record the music video. It would play the whole video because remember TRL too, it would only play a portion of the video. Play like 30
They talk before
seconds.
they talk after.
Exactly.
It's fucking annoying.
But the world premiere was the entire video. And in some cases, that was the only time you could ever see the full video. So if you had a VCR, you could record it on a VHS tape. And that's what I would do that all the time. I still have my like VHS tapes filled with music videos from the late 90s.
You're just like a fucking little pack rat, dude.
I am a little pack rat, yeah.
Good Lord.
I am.
Okay.
But anyway, it's going to be me. So we're all good with it's going to be me?
Yeah, that was a good one.
So let's get into Bye Bye Bye. I assume this is your one. Oh, actually, we didn't talk about the lyrics and It's Gonna Be Me. Not much here, but it's
okay.
It's about a girl, who's always rejected him, and now she's ready to date him, but it's too late. It's too late. She missed her chance. So once again, the lyrics on this record pretty amateur, pretty childish. That's for sure.
Deeper than BSB though. Like
oh yeah, definitely deeper than BSB. Especially the digital song, Digital Get Down. Oof, wait till we get to that one.
And I don't want to say these lyrics are like deep lyrics, but compared to BSB, these are fucking deep lyrics.
Those BSB lyrics were horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. They
were impressively bad. I could not even fucking believe somebody saying those fucking words.
I agreed to sing it. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. So Bye Bye Bye. Let's get into this one. Arguably I think this is their biggest hit. Hands down their biggest hit. Whether you think it's their best, it is their biggest hit. Right? right?
I don't know. I think like at the time, because like It's Gonna Be Me has longevity. Like, come on, every time May rolls around,
This is the meme. Yeah, I know.
that's crazy though. That's like don't discount it, but like that's
I want to
insane.
discount. I can discount. I can do whatever I want.
That's stupid though. Like it's living on through a meme, and it's like what comes before May, March, April. So it's like April 30th. Come on, nobody. No, I don't count backward. Who counts backwards? It's stupid.
Some people.
So like it's like April 30th, and it's like people are posting memes. It's Justin Timberlake, and it's like it's almost time. It's like, oh fuck, now I know what it is with his little top ramen curls.
Yeah, the top
just,
ramen.
Like, dude, that song has like,
dude,
those are ugly. Those are the girl from Ozark had the same ugly ass fucking.
She did, yeah. She had the top ramen
looking things. Ugh. But yeah, that's crazy that this song has had like this second coming as of like what 4, 5, 6 years ago, and it's become like commonplace now, and like everybody knows what it is. Kids know what it is. Kids know what it, like my kids know what it is. Like, oh yeah, that's that guy from that band, and that's the song. Mm-hmm. Even they have no idea what the song is, what the band is, who that guy is. It's like this will now live on forever because of this meme. So I think It's Gonna Be Me has like surpassed Bye Bye Bye, which a long time ago I would have said that, yeah, Bye Bye Bye, like that is iconic boy band status.
Yeah, but that's a little.
But like now that time has passed, like the Bye 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 thing is less. For us, it's iconic, but like for a new generation that has no idea who this band is, you tell them this, they have no idea what that is. You show them like the Justin Timberlake thing, like they know exactly what it is. Like I don't know what's bigger.
I would say overall the song Bye 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 is more popular. Obviously the meme adds a different thing to the entire equation, but I still think overall the song Bye 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 is bigger. It's more popular.
What's bigger on Spotify? Go ahead.
I think it's Bye Bye Bye. I think it's Bye Bye Bye. But also the video wasn't as good as It's Gonna Be Me either. It was a running video or chasing video. That was like a big thing in the late 90s, early 2000s in music videos where people being chased, like the band being chased or somebody being chased by something or somebody. And, Bye 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 was definitely one of those videos. What?
I was just looking at their top 5 on Spotify, and like, yeah, you're right. It is Bye Bye Bye. But Tearing At My Heart has almost the same amount as It's Gonna Be Me.
Really? Wow.
Who the fuck knows Tearing Up My?
It's a great song.
Yed.
It's a great
unless
song.
You're a true Yed though. Like you don't know fuck Tearing Up My Heart.
No, it's. Come on, guy. Come on, guy.
That's only for the that's only for the Yeds. That's only for the Yeds. But you're right. Okay. The Bye 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 video is not. I think like as far as like boy bands go, I think It's Gonna Be Me is probably the best video that's ever happened. I love that video. I think it's amazing.
Bye 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 one.
Yeah. No. It's gonna be me. Yeah.
No, it's a good video. It's a good video. Huge budgets too. Like when you look back on it, the budgets for music videos at the time were enormous. And when you look at, I mean, It's Gonna Be Me had a lot of the prosthetics. It had a lot of that stuff. But Bye 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 had the locations. It had like the train sequence. It had just a lot of different locations and big shots and not explosions, but just like a lot of shit going on.
But like shot
that wasn't
explosions.
Even green screen. That were not even green screen. Like everything was actually in a physical, like a real spot, rather than a warehouse with a green screen.
I mean, like a good video has a big budget behind it, but also just like a visionary type of thing. And Backstreet Boys had big videos, but none of the Backstreet videos even like come close to hitting like It's Gonna Be Me. And you look at a video like Sabotage by the Beastie Boys, right? Like how much did that fucking cost them? Just to go out there and dick around on mustaches. Like, you know what I mean? Who cares? But that's an amazing fucking video.
It's the best video, honestly. Sabotage is the best video.
Intergalactic
is up there. It's
Intergalactic's
up there.
Second best fucking video.
No,
Intergalactic's my favorite music video of all time. That's the best.
It's great. It really is great. But Sabotage is a better video. I don't make the rules.
You don't play by them either.
Why
but yeah, Bye. That's a 4B for me. That's my least
4B?
favorite of the bangers. 4B, correct.
Oh, you are fucking stupid.
Correct. I am no, not correct.
Yeah, you're not correct. How is that in your 4B?
Correct. I am not correct. You are not correct. Correct.
Wait, so what is it? Is it your 2B or 4B?
No, it's my 4B for sure.
Why?
I don't think it's that great of a song. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's that great of a song. It's kind of annoying. I think it's fun to sing along to the Bye Bye Bye, and because I know like the little hand claps to Bye Bye Bye,
Yeah.
I think it holds a higher place, like in my heart. But if I'm being like honest and like really trying to get into these songs a little bit better, it's whatever's. Like overall, it's kind of dumb.
Of course it's dumb. It's a pop song. It's all dumb. It's all fucking dumb. It's Gonna Be Me is dumb too.
Eh.
It's very, very dumb. It starts off with that violin in the beginning, and then it just drops into that big beat. That like it's a very kind of jarring sounding beat.
I'm
Come
doing this tonight. Yo,
And then
propaganda style.
JC has that first verse, and he has a very for a boy band, he has a very commanding voice, and it works really, really well. And then the second verse is JT, and it's super fucking whiny, but it totally works. We all love it. And that chorus once again is great. But also the Bye 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 dance is really stupid. It's so dumb when you actually watch them do it, especially like outside of the music video, because the music video has like the room turning and they're upside down, they're hanging off the walls and shit like that. But when you watch them do it live, it's really unimpressive. It's really dumb and really bad. So
I think a couple things for me. The reason why this is just like, I mean, it's still a banger. Like I still love this song. It's still a fucking absolute banger.
All you've been doing is talking shit on it.
But it's like, it's that pre-chorus part. Where like, I know that I can't take no
That's
more.
so good.
That part. It's just like, that's cheesy buildup. That's not even good buildup.
Why?
Like the only reason why that even works is because of the Bye Bye Bye. And then the chorus. The chorus is dumb, right? The chorus is stupid. It's not a good chorus. It's just not.
It's a great chorus.
Yeah,
When those beats hit, when those two beats hit, the bum bum, it's just those. It's so big. It's so heavy.
All we care about, because the Bye 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 part is so prominent, is so aggressive. All you care about in this song is the buildup and then the Bye Bye Bye. So people forget like the "Don't want to be a fool for you."
It's a great bridge. It's a great breakdown.
That's the chorus, dude.
I'm sorry. I thought you were saying something else. Never mind.
It's just like that's just the chorus here is it's silly. It's all the build up to the Bye Bye Bye. And if you're not saying Bye Bye Bye, then I don't care what you're doing here. And
But
like
you
the
know
bridge
every
part,
word to the song.
of course I do, because it's a good song.
It's an S tier banger. It's an absolute beyond banger.
I think it is an S tier banger because it achieves something more than like just a good pop song. It's a dance move at this point. It's a Fortnite fucking floss dance move. Like this.
Yeah.
This may be like, besides like some like Michael Jackson shit, like this is like one of the most recognizable dance moves of all time.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that.
Like you got the Macarena, you got like the and the Thriller shit, and then you got like the Bye Bye Bye. Like, dude, come on, bro. Like that's. Well,
what about the Roland video with the?
Oh, for sure, the roll.
Yeah.
It's all about hand movements, dude.
Is,
Just do something nice with your hands, and like I don't care what the music is, because it's,
God, once again, Limp Bizkit with that video, just making fun of themselves, pop music in general. They make up like this iconic, stupid dance move for no reason, just to make fun of it, make fun of the whole music
because they can, and they can do it better.
Yeah.
And like I know we've been trying to do Eminem for a while and listen to all his records is a chore, but it is kind of fun. Like when Eminem drops like a trap record or a fucking mumble rap record, and it's like, damn, this is better than everyone else is doing it.
But even then, yikes.
That's like Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, but Limp Bizkit's better than Eminem.
And NSYNC.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Especially NSYNC.
Oh my god. So clearly we all know where you stand in the battle of the boy bands, which it's completely wrong, but okay. We can move on.
Like, what are you talking about? Like that's fine. I'm not even going to it's gonna make me mad.
But going back to the music video too, you kind of agree though, like back in that era, there was a lot of videos where people were running away from something, being chased for no reason. Like it was just
the Californication video. Remember the entire
that's true.
Goofy ass thing we were running.
Yeah, that was like just a very, very common theme in music videos at that time. No reason, just stupid.
Forward progress, man. Gives the illusion.
I suppose. But also, I remember the girl in the Bye 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 video. I remember when I was a kid, just stupid teenage kid, like, oh my god, she's so hot, she's so pretty, this and that. So stupid. So, and you go back and watch it, it's like, what? Like this like just thinking this video was cool. Like this is like a cool video. It's really not that cool of a video. Just a lot going on.
Man, it's funny because I feel like
But like,
kids now just don't. That sounds old, huh? Like kids now just don't fucking know.
Sound old, yeah.
But like genre hopping, the way we genre hopped, right? Like we can enjoy a Limp Bizkit video and then immediately go into like NSYNC, and then at least appreciate like a good like your boys and Boys to Men, like a good Boys to Men video, or watching like Joe or some shit. Like we could do this kind of stuff, but you just don't get that anymore because there are no music videos and like everything's so like instantaneous. I don't have to listen to an entire
there's
record
also
to get the 2 songs that I like.
Yeah, but also like nowadays there's so much access to so many different types of music and artists. Like you're not being force fed like we were all being force fed what to listen to. That's why that's another reason why these bands were so popular, is because they marketed these bands, they put so much money behind these bands, and that's why we like them a lot of them so much, was because we were forced to like them.
Well, I mean that's like with anything, right? Like you're force fed to like anything, any brand, any name brand.
Presidents.
So it's just guitars, fucking whatever the fuck you have. Whoever has the most money is going to win the game.
Yeah.
But it's just we watched top 10 TRL, the countdown, and I fucking hated number 8, 7, 6, 3, and 1 for 1 week. But the next week when a new song dropped, maybe they get all changed. And TRL like exposed me to things that I don't know, maybe I never would have listened to.
Yeah, it did too. Yeah, same here. Even though I pretended like I was against it, I secretly liked it. Little punker new metal me. I secretly like this shit.
And it's just like, who cares, bro? Because it's like fuck out of here if you don't like It's Gonna Be Me, right? Like nobody on earth. You play this song for anybody on earth. I don't give a fuck what kind of like third world country you live in. Dude, it's a good fucking song. It is just fun. It is made to like just please your ears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everything about it.
All right, so Bye Bye Bye. Lyrically, there's once again not much here. It's about a girl being a pain in the ass, and he's breaking up with her. That's what it is. But she doesn't want to break up, and that's really the entire, but like the entire story of the video. Her chasing each member, tracking them down wherever they are, just tracking them down. It's so over the top, but whatever. Still better than Backstreet Boys lyrically, musically, music videos better. So let's get into your Tubi. We haven't even got into that yet.
My Tubi, deep cut. You ready? Bring the
guess.
noise. Bring the noise.
What?
It's actually called Bringing the Noise, but
oh my god, that is
deep
very
cut,
that's very low tier. Why was that so high? Why? I have like so little notes written about this one.
It's just I think this is the perfect representation of NSYNC. NSYNC. Did I say it right?
You did say it right. I think you did. Yeah.
Okay. This is a perfect example of them doing something better than the Backstreet Boys. The Backstreet Boys is just, hey, here's a script, read it, fuck off. Whereas NSYNC now is saying like, hey, let's get this whole old school hip hop shit going on, like the Rockmaster Scott thing, right? The roof is on fire. About. And so now like they're incorporating that here by also like the whole raising the roof thing too. Like I had not done this. I don't think I've done that in fucking like a decade and a half.
I don't think I've ever done that. But
do it right now. It feels so good.
You remind me of Michael Scott when he does that, when he's in his office and he starts doing it too.
Do it right now. Do it right now. I'm not going to continue.
I guess we're done. I guess this episode's done.
I will sit here until you do it. Just do it one time.
There we go.
Doesn't it feel good?
No, I feel like a fucking moron. I feel like a fucking moron.
It feels good.
No, it doesn't.
It feels good.
No.
It feels good. I like it. It feels good. So I think like listening to this one, that's what it brought me to, is like, damn, like it brought me to a time when I didn't care what anybody like literally thought of me. I only wanted to have a good time, like on the dance floor in middle school, on the dance floor in high school, on the dance floor in any capacity in life. You should just be there for you. right? Like the Dane Cook joke, like fuck girls. Like I'm just gonna go dance. What was that? Fuck guys, but like fuck girls. I'm just gonna dance. Like you, like on the dance floor, just dance for you, bro. Just dance for you. And it's like that part was nice, and it's cool. It's just a good like hip hop R&B like Euro dance song.
It really is. But that's why
it's their best.
This is a filler banger for me. It's low tier, because it's so basic. It's so of that early, or the Backstreet Boys early NSYNC. Like this sounds like it could have been a song off of their first record, off of NSYNC's first record. There's nothing here. It's just
they never get this hip hoppy. They never get this like.
But it's not like great. It's not.
It is great.
No, it's not. It is
because
not.
Like, dude, this is like a fucking generation. This defined a generation.
I don't care what it
Raised
defined.
the Roof defined a generation, and they're calling back to it as they're in it. Like that's silly. You're fucking being a silly
song
boy
is
right
not
now.
that. I mean, it's good. Trust me, it is good.
It's a great song,
but it's a Euro pop kind of thing, which is good. But when you throw it up against like some of the other bangers on here, no way. It just does not compare. It does not compare at all.
It's deeper. It's more complex. It's doing something. It's trying to achieve something. Everything about this. Like the reason why NSYNC even holds a candle next to the Backstreet Boys is because of their ambition. And this is like the most ambitious coupled with like a great like, pop
ambitious?
Song.
This song is ambitious.
Yes. This is the most hip hop they've ever been.
Oh, who cares?
This is their most hip hop. That makes it ambitious. Like, what are you talking about? Getting out of the pop realm, breaking that mold, doing something different.
This is not outside of like the little bit of hip hop. The beat, everything else is very, very straightforward Euro pop. That the Max Martin style kind of stuff.
Oh,
that's what this is.
Who cares? But this is the most hip hop song they've ever done, and it's also great.
Oh, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, this song is
so
for sure better than Bye Bye Bye. This song is for sure better than Bye Bye Bye.
Go home.
Oh. I'm already home. Can't go anywhere.
Oh my god! I don't even worry about.
Calls my season.
This
is
just
can do.
Stupid. I can't even talk about this anymore. That's just so
about NSYNC in general. Because I'll go all day about everything else but NSYNC.
No, about this song. This song is
and
just
why
stupid.
NSYNC think they can fucking be Backstreet Boys' little fucking ugly ass brother and then pretend like they're better.
Yes, little brother.
But like really, it was just Justin Timberlake. Justin Timberlake carried this band with JC holding his pocket throughout, as if he's like some little fucking little bitch in like the prison yard. Hold on to my pocket. Hold on to my pocket. That was JC. Like JT carried this band, and why did he carry this band?
No,
he's in the fucking Mickey Mouse Club. These guys are in the Mickey Mouse Club.
JC was too. They were both in the Mickey Mouse Club. What are you talking
about? But JC never had swagger, even at a young age.
You're not giving JC. You're not giving JC enough credit. He's way more important to this group than you're giving him. Him and JT
you almost said JT. You almost said JT.
Him and JC and JT are equal on in this group. 100%.
They are not equal.
They are equal. Yes, they are. Yeah, I stand by. Yeah, they are.
JT is God in NSYNC. JT is God in NSYNC. NSYNC would have survived without JC. They would not have survived without JT. That is a fact. I know that's a fact. I watched Fringe. I've seen Alternate Dimensions. I know that's a fact.
Terrible show. This is why your opinion sucks, because you like Fringe. That terrible TV show. Anyway, let's move on. I can't even talk about this song anymore. They're just better songs than this.
Stupid.
It's very stupid.
There's only one other song that's even a banger.
Are you fucking kidding? You're so dumb. I can't believe you. Okay, what do you got? What do you got? What stupid thing are you gonna say here?
Space Cowboy.
It's my 7B. What do you got on this? What do you got on this one?
And really, the whole reason why it's a banger, like you take one part out of this and it's not a banger anymore. Guess what that part is?
The Yippee or the Lisa Left Eye.
Correct.
Correct.
That is the best part of this song, without a fucking doubt. She comes in so hot. She comes in so aggressive, and that dumb, like, squirrely bass line, which is just like, oh, synth bass line, blah, 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 blah. But, like, she is amazing. And TLC, man, that group sucks. I don't care. I don't like anything they do, really, except for, like, Waterfalls is a cool song. Scrubs is fine.
Creep was good, too. Creep was good.
I just don't care about like TLC at all. But like, dude, Lisa Left Eye Lopez is dope, and she slays this song. The song is nothing without her. Nothing.
Honestly, she's the worst part of the song. Nothing. She's the worst part of the song. I think
She's
the song
good, and you only like bad. So
the
that
song
makes
is
sense.
very goofy. I mean, it's extremely goofy. The lyrics, the yippee-yi-yays are so dumb. None of it really makes sense. It's just like this thrown
That chorus
together.
is so good, dude.
It's like
so
this thrown
fucking
together
funny.
like thing of just random genres thrown into a pop song. I do like the song. I do like it, but I also can, I understand that it's dumb. It's very, very dumb. And the Lisa Left Eye part is just that breakdown's so dumb. It doesn't make any sense.
This is like actually them trying really, really hard to write this like Queen-esque song, to write something that's so far.
Close. What?
This is
for
what,
them,
what are you talking
for
about?
them, yes. For them, yes.
That's exact. This is what they're trying to do. They're trying to write the song that is so far beyond what any like boy band has ever done, and it's like it's like A for effort, I guess at best, but like it's a little goofy. This whole Cowboys and Aliens type of like thing going on here.
It's extremely goofy. God damn.
That's a good song.
But it is. I mean, honestly, that chorus is so catchy. Not just the yippee-yi-yays or whatever, yippee-yi-os, whatever it is. It's just the entire chorus is very, very catchy. Great song. It really is. And
yippee-yi-yi.
It's on my pop playlist, my famous pop playlist on Spotify. So,
that pop playlist had some holes in it last week when we had discovered there were some songs on there that probably didn't need to be on there.
No, it's 22 hours. It's the perfect amount of time for a playlist.
There was a song on there that should not have been on there, and that was just my cursor.
Oh no! It was because it was a song I put on there by accident. It was a Death by Stereo song.
Death by Stereo song.
But it was just I accidentally put it on there, but it wasn't meant to be on there.
Yeah, but like I haven't thoroughly gone through that with a fine tooth comb, so I don't know what else is on there. Just as a cursory glance, I noticed one thing that was a blemish. So it's definitely accident. Imperfect. It's an imperfect.
It's perfect now.
Perfect
it's perfect
playlist.
now. It's perfect now.
Eh.
It's a great pop. The best pop playlist.
Slow down, dude.
The lyrics though, are wild. They're kind of deep. They're kind of dark. Talking about the apocalypse, the rapture. Some might say it if you're religious. And
they are trying to talk about these things. They're trying to talk about these things, and they do a cute job. I
mean, some terrible lyrics. So there's 3 lines. It's here it comes, millennium, and everybody's talking about Jerusalem. Is this the beginning or the beginning of the end? They're really, really trying with the rhyming there with millennium and Jerusalem. It's really weird, and it's very religious, and they never come off as religious ever, except for God Must Have Spent a little more time on you.
And their Christmas album, which is weirdly religious and aggressively godlike, and whatever.
But otherwise, yeah, I mean, the lyrics are silly. They were trying to be deep and, I guess deep and I don't know.
That's where I give them credit for. Like this song is dumb. Like literally, this song is stupid, but they are trying. They are trying to do something. So it's like they're presenting the record label, their producers, their manager. They say, "Hey, I have a cool song that I want to write and I want to sing. Like, what do you think about these lyrics?" And like the record label is probably like, "Dude, these are fucking dumb. Like, no, just let Max write the lyrics for you. Don't worry about it." I'm like, no, Dad, I really want to do it. I really want to do it on my own. You know what I mean? Like Backstreet Boys never did that shit. They never fucking fought like that. The way like NSYNC kind of fought, and that's probably why like NSYNC just didn't last as long, is because
they wanted to write their own music.
Like Justin was fucking tired of it, dude. He's like, nah, fuck this shit. I want to do my own thing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Also, so I'm looking again real quick, but Max Martin and then Rami, the Swedish duo, or whatever, they only did one song on this entire record. They only did one song, and it's Gonna Be Me. That was the only song they did. But Space Cowboy, this one was written by JC, a guy named Alex Greggs, and then who's this other guy? I don't know, Bradley somebody. But yeah, this is not a Max Martin song. But it sounds like it could have been a Max Martin song for sure. But it wasn't.
I mean, like they're all in that same. I think they're all in that same like studio thing in Sweden.
Yeah, what is
that
called
working
again?
For the same people. The Stockholm Syndrome Sweden thing.
That's not what it's called, dude.
No,
But yeah, no, there's some like group of like songwriters. I think there's maybe 6 or 7 of them, and they all just kind of write most of the pop hits at this time. And even up until now, they write a lot of pop music for artists.
Like we talked about last week, the Backstreet Boys, like Max Martin's still he's writing for the fucking Weekend, right? So
I know,
you hear
right?
Backstreet Boys in the Weekend, and that's crazy.
God, can you imagine how much that guy's worth? Let's see if like
I know,
there's like
again.
a fake estimate on Max Martin. Okay, hold on, Max
Dude,
Martin.
again,
Network.
like that's the fucking job, dude. You just sit in a fucking cubicle, right? And you wear whatever clothes you want to work, and nobody knows who you are. Nobody gives a fuck who you are. You don't got to worry about anything. All you got to do is just maybe like write a good pop song here and there.
Yeah, I know. So
That's it.
Supposedly as of 2017, Max Martin's net worth was $260 million.
Oh, I love it. It's
And
so good.
And he doesn't have to do, all he does is go into a studio and write some music. Like he doesn't have to tour. He doesn't have to do promotion, marketing, nothing. And all the residuals that come on top of that, fucking nuts.
That means,
and then that's if this is correct. I mean, you could probably knock off maybe like 40 million, but still this guy
or add 25% because who the fuck knows, right?
This guy's still making at least $200 million. Like he's still worth at least $200 million for writing some like
wild. That just shows like our age is where as like a 15-year-old like, oh, I want to be Slash and tour and fucking play in front of stadiums, whereas like now damn near our 40s we're like, dude, I just want to write a couple good pop songs and collect my royalties. That's it. That's all I want to do. So I stay home all the time.
I just looked up Slash's net worth, and supposedly his net worth is about 120 million. Yeah, which is actually a lot more than I was expecting for Slash.
That's embarrassing though.
That's actually a lot more. But
that's embarrassing after you just dropped this other no-name guy who writes pop songs for the. You know what I mean? That's
but once again, going to like somebody like Kesha, who we actually really admire Kesha, but she makes most of her money from songwriting, you know, writing songs for Katy Perry and all these other big artists, you know, on top of her own music. Shania Twain too. She's another artist who, yeah, she was huge in her own right, but she's made most of her money writing for other people. Come on, guy.
Except Kesha's good though.
But Shania has, I mean, those hits in the late 90s. Come on.
I don't give a fucking shit about that shit.
So Shania's now, dude, this is just so stupid. And is this even a good podcast? I don't know. But Shania's net worth is at least $400 million.
Oh my God.
If this is even true, too? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Just because we're going off the rails here, but like, did you look at like Jive Records? They're just where they became, or where they started, where they went, and like who they became after that. But like Jive Records, they were a like an offshoot of like Aristra or no Zamba, okay, Zamba Records or whatever it was. So like Jive Records, they were predominantly like hip hop like through and through, like KRS-One, EPMD.
Because wasn't Jive Records Quincy Jones?
No, Jive Records was just some fucking random white guy with a really fucking generic white name like Matthew Smith or some shit. Not that though. Maybe that. I don't know. But yeah, so like Jive Records, they made like 10 times the amount of money just in like a 2-year span with Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, and NSYNC than they did with anybody else. And it's wild because how much they flipped from the hip hop roots. They were a hip hop fucking artist. They were a hip hop label. They signed all these like great hip hop groups, but they made so much money with these fucking people. And then obviously they ended up selling to like BMG. And then that was it. And then R. Kelly too. There's a big controversy with R. Kelly when R. Kelly got caught doing horrible things with people. Yeah. And their defense was like, which like it does hold a little bit of water. Their defense was like, well, you know, like Jerry Lee Lewis, he was a fucking weirdo, but people still release music from him, and like the labels are still making money on him. So like, it's not our responsibility to not release the music just because this guy's a fucking scumbag.
That's true. As terrible as it is. Yeah.
Oh, and then it was Jive got bought out by BMG, who also bought out Aristra. That's what it was. And so like what is it?
Arista, is it Arista or Arista? I don't know. But you're adding an extra R.
I've
in
never
there.
heard any.
You're
I've
adding an
never
extra.
Aristra.
I think it's Arista.
Aristra.
No, there's no second R.
Arista.
But you're saying Aristra.
Aristra.
It's not Aristra. Yeah.
Arista.
I think it's just Arista. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Aristra is because there's a New Mexican restaurant that's across street from my house called La Ristra, and that place sucks. I fucking hate it. So Aristra. So like Aristra was owned by some label, and then they got absorbed by the same people that bought Jive, and so like now you got Outkast, and you got like these other like massive artists, and that's why JT's Future Sec Love Sounds that was released through Arista. I'm gonna keep saying Aristra. I don't care. Aristra. And so that's kind of crazy that JT's roots were on Jive, right? But then his solo record was also kind of on Jive, owned by the same people.
Yeah.
That's where I went with this.
That was a long way to get to that point, but okay.
It was mostly just to like, bro, oops, I did it again. Millennium and No Strings Attached, all by Jive.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
a shit ton of money.
That fucking guy, like that guy, dude, take your money and run, bro. Just, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Go, get out, call it a day.
Oh shit! All right, so let's move on from Space Cowboy. All right, so Space Cowboy, this rounds out all your bangers. Like you have no more bangers now, right?
No, not even close.
You're unbelievable. All right, so let's get into my 3B. It makes me ill. Where?
Oh man,
you don't like this one? This should have been a single. This honestly should have been a single. Why don't you like it?
It's interesting though. Interesting you like this because this is like theater kid pop. This is very like Panic at the Disco, really... My Chemical Romance. Like the way he says it.
It really is.
That's fucking very like theater kid pop.
That makes me not like it. Oh.
And I like it. I like the way he like delivers these lines. I like his speech. I like his gait. But damn, this is very theater kid pop.
It is the way they're kind of rapping over the harp. There's that harp playing. And Justin starts like rap singing on top of it. And then JC comes in, but he comes in very, very smooth, very seamlessly with Justin. Man, that is, I like it, but I shouldn't like it because I don't like theater kid music. But
that's why I think it's weird that you do like the song. There's also that weird like
chorus that was so catchy.
Why is that hi-hat in the background so quiet? Like it's like whispering.
Yeah.
Like why are you so quiet? Like who are you? Shh, calm down. Shh. This song's weird. I like the song. It's just a little weird for me.
But that chorus to it, it's super funky. Has a lot of those like 90 like pop boops. That's what I call them, the pop boops.
Yeah,
it's the only way to describe them, the pop boops.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You do.
The pop boops.
The pop
yes,
boops.
Dude, those are pop
the
boops.
PBs,
I like
the PBs.
That. The PBs.
Yeah, so it has a lot of that, but I think it's a really catchy song. And once again, I don't see why. I don't get why this was not a big single. But apparently, this is like a fan favorite as well. Like this is when you ask somebody who really loves NSYNC, this is top of the list for them. They love this song. But
it's because it's JT. It's because JT has that little.
He does, yeah. Well, so does JC. It's just JT does it first in the song. He has like the first part of it,
and then he does it better.
I wouldn't say it's funny because like he just
because like JT just has like this swagger about him. He has a way about him. But JC is a better singer than JT for sure.
Yeah, definitely better singer.
But JT just has like a personality, like the way he sings, how he sings things, the way he uses words, like. JT has a personality. JC is just a good singer.
Oh man. And otherwise, the song is about a girl who's with another guy, and it makes him, or like his ex-girlfriend's with another guy, makes him sick seeing them together. I mean, everything is on the nose.
Dude, you still just going with these fucking lyrics too. That's fine though.
There's not, but that's what we're here for. We're here to break down everything. Music, lyrics, everything. So we haven't got into the artwork because we got to get into the artwork and bring up Blue Pearlman again. But we'll get into that. I do want to talk about, I think, at least one other song or two other songs. I want to get two other songs. Oh no, three songs. But I'll go through them fast. Because we're already pretty deep into this. So, Just got paid. That's my 4B.
Okay.
Because that
first of all,
that song is so catchy.
Does this not have fucking "I'm in Miami, bitch" vibes to it? Like the way they sing this, like LMFAO ripped this song off. Like "I'm in Miami, bitch, drink all day, all night."
Oh, it does. It is, huh?
That's his fucking song.
That
like,
cadence, yeah.
LMFAO ripped this shit off. Like that. Their entire personality is based off of this song.
Wow, you're right. Yeah, you're totally right. I didn't pick up on that, but it makes perfect sense. That the way that cadence, the way he sings that, for sure. Just got paid Friday night. Party popping. It's the party popping too. Just that lyric there.
Oh my
party
god,
poppin'. Dude. Oh, dude, it's straight up LMFAO. Holy shit. Holy shit.
That's just Johnny Kemp, dude.
Wow.
Johnny Kemp.
Man, dude, that's fucking good. So there you go. So we're good with that one. The other song is "I Thought She Knew." Later in the song, second to last song, the acapella song, incredible.
Okay.
There's no music. There's no music.
Reel it in there, kid, because God. I think it's fun. I think it's fun that they close an album out with an acapella thing, because which is weird, because like that's what all like vocal groups should be doing, right?
Yeah.
Like, all vocal groups should have at least one acapella song, if not more. But like, why did pop take over and tell us that, like, no, we don't need acapella songs? So I like that they did it here.
Most of them suck. Like Backstreet Boys, they suck. They're not as good. They're not as good. Can you imagine Backstreet Boys doing this? No way.
Acapella, you don't need to be great. Like, you don't need to be amazing, because like The Simpsons did it and it sounded fantastic. So like, you don't need to be great at doing acapella. You just need to understand like your limitations, and maybe hire like a manager to tell you like, no, you don't do that, but you do that. And then just like feed off each other. So like, this is not like an amazing acapella song. It's good. And like, Weezer's done acapella songs. They're not great.
It's so different and so
understand
unique.
Your limitations.
It's so different and so unique for this genre, for this group. It's great
because we're so used to like overproduced fucking songs. So like, this is like the perfect closer for this record. I thought this was an amazing closer. I don't think it's a banger of a song, but I thought this was like the perfect fucking closer. Like whoever's idea was it, whoever's choice was it to put this as the last one, phenomenal.
And also, this song features everybody on lead vocals except for Lance. So Joey, this is the only time Joey has lead vocals, the third time that Chris has lead vocals, and I think that's cool too. You get some lead vocals in there. What? Come on.
They all sound so
dramatic.
Different.
You're so dramatic.
Fucking
so dramatic.
Prepubescent white kids from fucking Southeast United States. They all sound so different. Oh.
So I do like that. And then I want to also talk about how bad this "I Promise You" is. Terrible ballad, terrible acoustic ballad. One thing that I thought was kind of funny about it, that there's a guitar solo in it, but it's all acoustic guitar, which is
terrible.
It's terrible, but it's
terrible.
It's a bold move. It's a bold move.
Here's what this song sounds like to me now. Like listening to this again, and this sounds like a shittier version of like. So like they're choosing two songs to be on like the Tarzan soundtrack, right? They're choosing the Phil Collins songs,
soundtrack. Yeah,
Tarzan, Napoleon, Tarzan, Akeem Olajuwon. I took that from fucking Asher Roth, though. I shouldn't take credit for that one.
You should. You could though, because nobody remembers Asher Roth. But that's fine.
Dude, remember that? I Love College. Remember that song?
I hated that song.
That song's good.
Hated that song. And we saw them. Remember when he opened up for Blink?
Yeah. And I only remember just that song. Hakeem Olajuwon, I'm the king of beer pong. It's like, what are you doing?
That's the worst. The worst of the worst.
So funny. But this, I promise you, to me, it reminded me of like the Disney executives have two songs in their hands for the Tarzan fucking soundtrack. They have the Phil Collins song and they have this one. And it's just like, dude, they're both equally dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
But this, I don't know. In my mind, this legit could have replaced the Phil Collins song in Tarzan.
Honestly,
that stupid.
That Tarzan soundtrack is awful. I like Phil Collins as a drummer. I think he's like a fantastic, amazing drummer, but dude,
That
some of the
song
songs,
sucks,
yeah, that song,
dude.
and every song from that Tarzan soundtrack is terrible. Phil Collins, you know, post like 1982, 1981, Phil Collins sucks. Like he really does suck.
Wow.
It's true. It's true.
Wow. Okay.
But anyway.
Yeah. Fuck that song.
This,
I
yeah,
promise you. That song
And that
sucks
video,
anyway.
one of the
Who cares?
worst videos with the use of CGI in that, so terrible. So terrible.
You'll be my heart.
So one last song. We'll talk about the artwork and Lou Pearlman a little bit. Digital Get Down. I want to talk about this because it's kind of ahead of its time. It's definitely very different from what a lot of pop acts were doing. They were fucking around with their voices a lot, using a lot of different effects to make it sound more digital. Stupid and cheesy, but really band or artists, boy bands like this were not doing that kind of stuff.
This is aggressive.
It is, but it goes in theme with the title of the song and the lyrics and all that
nasty,
kind of shit.
nasty, freaky deaky. So stupid.
Dude, that bridge, man. The bridge of this song when it says like the satellite goes down and then JT starts rapping. Oh my god, it's embarrassingly bad. It's embarrassingly bad. But that chorus is really catchy. It is very, very catchy. The lyrics are pretty R-rated, pretty R-rated. Talking about, you know, get on webcam with his girl and as Genius Lyrics put it, having cyber intercourse, which I thought was good. That was good. Cyber intercourse.
To even like talk about, to even like say the word, is if it's one word, the phrase cyber sex is just, that's such an outdated thing to say. Like, nobody fucking says that because it's so dumb. Like we're so far ahead of that anyway. But like, dude, all the 90s era computer noises, like the AOL booting up, that
With dial-up,
like
the
that
dial-up,
fucking sound, the dial-up noise. Like, dude, this song is wild. But like, my biggest problem with this song is that it's really, really good. I do love the song, but I just can't help but think that JT did such a better job at this song on his solo albums. Yeah. So that's the only reason why this is not a banger for me.
Okay, I get it.
It's not the song's fault. It's JT's fault and whatever.
For doing something better a couple years.
Like Future Sex Love Sounds, like, you know, I love that album.
Great album. I traded that album to you. I had it on vinyl. I traded it to you.
Better than this album. That was one of the albums that got you fired, right?
It was, yeah. That's one of the albums that got me fired from Tower Records. Yeah.
What was the other one?
It was Tupac. It was Tupac. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Compilation, right? Or is that a record?
It's like it's like pseudonym thing that he did.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that particular Justin Timberlake record. So
God, the record's so good.
It is very good. I kind of wish I still had it, but
electric.
You have it now. You have that 7-inch too that came with it.
I sold that. It wasn't 7-inch. It was 12-inch, but I got rid of that.
Oh, that's right. It was a 12-inch, huh? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But right. Like you got something that you listen to more, and I got something I listen to more.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
You remember what you got?
I don't. Turnstile. It was Turnstile, right? Was one of them. Yeah, I think I got Turnstile, right?
No, you got. I think you got Thrice.
Oh, that's right. I got Artist in the Ambulance. Yeah,
Artist. Because you got like the cool variant and like the. I don't know if it was an OG, but it was. No,
it wasn't. It was a repress.
Yeah, it was a cool one
for like a 2012 or 2011 repress. The opaque white. It's good. It's good. So Digital Get Down. Good with this one.
Digital Get Down.
So I'm good with the songs. Let's get into the artwork real quick and Lou Pearlman because they go hand in hand. You know, the artwork is them as marionettes. They got this. They were inspired by, you know, Pinocchio and all of that kind of shit. There was even one song that was based off of a song from the movie. But also, you know, they were kind of. This is them kind of saying, you know, we're done being puppets to Lou Pearlman and the music industry, even though they really are still puppets to the music industry. But it was really more towards Lou Pearlman, who we talked about in the Backstreet Boys episode.
God, just fucking
He
just like, dude, literally raped all of these people that he worked with and just took so much of their
financially, yeah.
money, and it's so bad.
Yeah, and so I think so they sued him, or like them and a bunch of artists sued Lou Pearlman. And then he countersued NSYNC for like $150 million, but then eventually that was settled out of court while they were making this record. Actually, it was settled out of court, undisclosed, so nobody ever knows how much, what money was handed over. But that was actually the delay in the release of this record was the Lou Pearlman lawsuit.
The delay in the release of the record is they wanted to release this record 6 months prior to that. Lou Pearlman and his team sued and said, no, I'm owed money. Stop the release of this record. And the judge like looked over the casework and was like, what the fuck? No, dude, release it. No, fuck this guy. Yeah. Like straight up just told this dude, like, no, you have no jurisdiction. You have no say whatsoever over the release of this record. And eventually they not only just like won, sole proprietorship of their music and rights and things like that, but like also just they didn't pay nothing. They didn't pay him anything. They didn't owe him anything. Yeah. They owed him nothing. He paid them. Because he already made so much. He already made so much money off of them. And it's true. It's like if he paid them $10 million, it's because he made $150 million. Yeah, yeah. It's because damn, dude, that guy fucking murdered people. Yeah, unbelievable. Them, Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, Five. There were so many artists in the '90s that he signed to his label and defrauded so many of them. Like I said, we talked about it more on the Backstreet episode, but. Man, these are some of the biggest tours that have ever existed. Like the Backstreet Boys tour is like one of the biggest tours that have ever existed on Earth. I know. And this guy made like 90% of the money from it. I know, it's crazy. And then gave him like $10 million. No, it wasn't even like that. What was it like I think it was with Millennium. They made like $350,000 and made like $20 million, some shit like that. Is crazy money. It makes no fucking sense. But that's what this album is. It's it's them saying, we've cut the cord with Lou Pearlman. We're not puppets anymore. It's very literal. It's very much cute. Cute. Also the theme of the Bye 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 video. It was also that being the first single from the record prior to the album coming out. Which another reason why this album sold so many was because that video. God damn, dude, that video was everywhere. They marketed that video like crazy. It's a good video. I like that video. Well, you bitched about it, and you bitched about the song too. But it's not their best video. It's not their best song. It's a good video. You clearly hated it. It's a 4B. It's my 4B. All you did was bitch about it. Like literally, all you did was bitch about it. That's all you did. Keep making stupid faces. That's fine. Anyway, let's wrap this up. Let's give our final thoughts. Rate the record based off of our world famous 3-point rating system, where 3 is a perfect album, 2 is a good album you're going to continue to listen to, 1 is a bad album but give it a shot, and 0 is the worst thing you've ever heard. So what do you got? Go. Oh, I thought I said go, but that's fine. Well, you froze it, but then you take so long to do your thing. I just assumed that it would go back in the same time. It probably unfroze at the same time you said go, and then I just assumed that you were still just freezing. Probably. Remember freeze tag? You ever play freeze tag? Oh yeah, all the time. Love freeze tag. God, dude, freeze tag. Tag's so fucking fun. Speaking of tag, our friend just moved over by Box Canyon Park. She just moved in there, and we drove by the park, and Tammy was like, "Why did we used to go there all the time?" And I said, "Because we used to play tag all the time." Play tag. We were 20 years old and we were playing tag at Box Canyon Park. Tag is so fucking fun though. Yeah, I broke my toe there though. That was one of the times I broke my toe was at that park when we were playing tag. You got fucking 9 others. You'll be fine. You'll live. But all right, what do you got? There we go. Go. I'll say it. There he goes. So yeah, NSYNC. We did this. That's what I said. I don't care. Whatever. We did this as kind of like a battle of the bands type of thing. Who was better? Who is overall is who is better? Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? I honestly don't think it's a comparison. I think the Backstreet Boys are just, man, dude, they are just a force to be reckoned with, a fucking hurricane. Whereas like NSYNC are just like a little kid in a pool making little waves with his floaties. Like it's cute. It's cute. NSYNC is like the little brother, like the Tom Fogerty to the John Fogertys, the the Peyton, no, the Eli Manning to the Peyton Manning. Oh, you ready for this one? You ready for this one?
No, I'm not.
You ready for this one? The Arthur fucking Shelby to the Tommy fucking
Oh
Shelby.
my God.
That's what NSYNC is like. NSYNC is like Arthur, whereas Backstreet Boys is like Tommy. It's just like it's a different fucking level. Like it's a different level. NSYNC is great. I like JT more than anything else. I think Future Sex, Love Sounds, I think is better than anything either band's ever produced. That is like my favorite out of all of them. I like his career. I like what he does. I like who he is. I like everything about him. He's electric. But dude, this album's dumb. This album has way more duds than it does bangers, and it's silly. This band is silly. This genre is silly, but this album is silly. NSYNC just doesn't hold a candle to fucking Backstreet Boys at best. At best, this album gets like a fucking. I'm gonna try and be as nice as possible because now I feel weird not fucking giving this like a. But like so, like if we're giving things a 1, right? Like usually you explain things like a 1, like a 1. Will I listen to this again? Like no, I'm not gonna listen to this again. So I can't be a 2. Does it deserve a 1? Yeah, you should listen to this at least one time. This is a 1.5. This is a 1.5.
Wait, so you froze up. So what did you actually give it?
I give it a 1.5. This gets a 1.5. A solid 1.5. It's just I will never listen to this again in its entirety. And I do think you should listen to it in its entirety once, but not even that. Maybe even a 1.25.
Okay.
Yeah, I might even give this a 1.25 because it's just you don't need to listen to this in its entirety. Half of these songs are worthless.
Okay, all right, you're fucking nuts. But okay,
yeah, 1.25 is my final answer. 1.25.
1.25. All right. So, yeah, my final thoughts. NSYNC are the better of the big two of the battle of the boy bands when it comes to Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. NSYNC is better. I think they're musically they're better, vocally they're better, lyrically they're better, music video wise they're better. Hands down, they're just better. They are better. NSYNC are better. I had way more fun listening to this band this week. Mind you, there are a lot less records than Backstreet Boys, like we did last week. There's way too much, and like maybe 8 or 9 songs that are actually really good by Backstreet Boys. Way more, like when it comes to NSYNC, a lot better songs overall, especially. The extracurriculars are better, obviously with JT. Some great solo records. I did not listen to the JC record he has one solo record. The other guys have no solo records. There's nothing. I think Chris has like something he did with some other like vocal group, but otherwise there's no other extracurriculars there.
Jody Fat One's had a good career though, outside of
music. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely, but not like as a singer, like as a putting out his own music. No, he has no records. He hasn't put anything out. But anyway, with that being said, I think this band, they're one of the best pop artists of all time. They hands down they are. They're up there with Michael Jackson. Absolutely, they're top 3 or 4.
God,
top 3 or 4.
You are saying things that are going to be instantly regrettable tomorrow. That's okay
true.
though.
It's true, dude.
Maybe a little tipsy. Maybe had a little too much Plinnies. That's like, yeah, I get it.
Got the Cronins. Got the cronies right here.
Gardenbergs. Maybe polish off the 12-pack. I get it. It's not a big deal.
But that's fine.
We're saying things.
Anyway, yeah, NSYNC. I think they're just so much fun to listen to, and like I said, I listened to their discography minus the Christmas album. I listened to it 3 times. It's so much fun. I really do enjoy these songs and these albums. So with that being said, it's not perfect. It's very cheesy and stupid, but I will listen to this again, and I'll give this a 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. No strings attached. 2 out of 3. I might get this. No, I'm not going to get on vinyl. Not going to get on vinyl. No.
Well, you buy a lot of stupid shit on vinyl, so.
Well, no, I don't.
That's crazy. Wow.
I did almost buy this once on vinyl like a year ago, but I did not. It was a picture disc too, but did not do it.
Wow.
So, yeah, 2 out of 3 for me. Jeff gave it a 1.9 out of 3, right?
No, I give it a 1.25 out of 3.
That's wrong, dude. All right, well, that's all we have for this one. Stay tuned for the final episode of Battle of the Boy Bands. We're getting into. Should I just spoil it? Just spoil it so people can watch. Fuck it, who cares? We're doing Together. This is the spoof band, the parody of boy bands that MTV put out in the early 2000s. They have 2 records. We're doing that plus the movie. Maybe the TV show. If we like the movie enough, we're gonna do that too. We don't know yet. But people who are listening, get this far into the episode. If you're interested, we're doing that next week, so you can get ahead of us on this one. So that's all we have for this one, and that's it. That's all.